Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Big Mark. Piggybacking on my last video, recovering meth addict, a friend of mine who I had rehabbed, me and my family rehabbed him in our home. He had hit bottom, he had burned all bridges, and we were his last hope. And he was at the point where he was either going to prison, the grave, or he had to be removed. Removal is very important. This is rehab is about. When you go to rehab, they got 30-day blackouts where when you go into these centers, you can't be in touch with the outside world. You got 90 days. You got a year for some people, depending on how bad they are. Well, we blacked him out. He came here. I told him, listen, no meth in my house. I told him, no one will know where you live. The first person I see come up here looking for you, you're gone. This is a clean place. And when he came to my home, he knew what type of home I had. He knew the environment he was coming in. And so he respected the game. He came in and he did well. For 3 months, he did well before his first relapse. But let me tell you something. There are some folk, if you don't have insurance, you can't get drug rehab unless you go to jail or get in trouble. Then the state will pay for it. But other than that, drug rehabilitation is very expensive. They don't have voluntary places where you gotta just commit yourself. It costs. And it costs for a reason. And these blackouts are for a reason. Listen, folk, those of you who are trying to rehab your family members from meth in the same city that they got addicted in, it's almost impossible. It's almost literally impossible. It's like beating a dead horse. They'll do right for 3-6 months, but eventually they're going to get back on it because meth is right there. It's right there in their face. It's right around their friends. And so when you're a drug intravenous user, or whether you're smoking, if you're a vet meth smoker, you have to be removed. You have to be abstracted from that situation, from that state of being, from that state period where you are, or it's not going to work. I don't care how much praying you're doing, I don't care how much hoping you're doing. I know God masters in doing the impossible. And this is one of those cases where very, very, very few can do it. You gotta move them out. I know some folk right now battling with meth in the same city where they were battling with it. You can't do it. You either gotta go to jail, you gotta go to rehab, or you gotta go out of state somewhere far from meth. And even when he came here, meth found him. Meth found him. Took a while, he did good for 3 months straight. And you have to be ready for that, which we'll go in the next video, about surviving relapse while rehabbing a recovering addict. You can't dump them. But listen, folks, can you know who I'm talking to? I'm talking to you specifically, brother. Man, you gotta leave that state, man. You gotta leave that city, man. You're not gonna make it. You're gonna fall again. All you are is one situation away, one emotion away, one eyelash away at every moment from relapsing. You got to be abstracted. Thanks for listening. And remember, falling is a lot like flying till you hit the ground. So keep your head up. Peace.